Do you want me to tell the story?
He's actually so good at telling the story. But the reality is that I saw you before we met each other.
Right.
At my friend Rosetta's house.
She's only recently admitted to this part.
I know, I had to make him really work for this. It's been, I think after like 12 years of marriage, I gave him this one, but I saw him and I thought, he's really hot. Like,
Yeah, you definitely did not tell me that.
Yeah.
The first 12 years.
Yeah, but we didn't talk.
So, my version. I'd been married previously, I'd been divorced, I'd been single, and I felt spiritually I needed to get to Israel. So I went on this trip. There was a teacher of mine and his best friend and those students, a bunch of people I hadn't met before. And on my way there, I had this revelation that I was done being single, that I really wanted to meet the one. And so first day, my friend was walking ahead of the group. I ran up to him, I said, hey, I've got this revelation. I'm ready to meet a soulmate, a spiritual woman I could build a family with, somebody I can, and in the middle of doing that, I heard this voice interrupt us because she wanted to ask him a question.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, I have a question. I'm like, who interrupted me in the middle of this incredibly important revelation that I was like, damn, she's cute. And so, yeah, I had not quite gotten the sentence out. And then she was right there interrupting. And she's been clipping my sentences ever since.
It's my job. So the next thing is we had this beautiful little adventure in the Mediterranean Sea. And the reality is that my heart was very fluttering, but I really was not feeling, I was feeling very nervous about that. And he was holding me in the sea. And this was our first moment where it's like, huh. And he asked me,
I said, what are you looking for in a relationship? And she replied,
I'm not looking for a relationship.
And I remember thinking, I'll break you down. Yeah, I was in immediately. And I knew she was in too, but she would take some convincing. We had a process. We didn't want to burn out, so we kind of went through periods of actually purposely like, listen, we don't want to burn this out, so let's not talk for like 3 weeks. I think we survived maybe 1 or 2 of those.
I don't know, I have a different recollection. It felt more like to me that we both were all about each other, and that was kind of scary, at least to me.
Yeah.
And so I was traveling back and forth from Silicon Valley to LA for work at the time. And so that was like a healthy dose of separation just for work. And then it's not like we had an exclusive relationship. We very specifically said, like, let's have some breathing room and see if this is really, really real. And when we took a little space, it was like we couldn't have it. So we knew.
There was zero doubt.
TMI, do you want some TMI? I got pregnant with Olivia 2 days after moving in with him. So that was 6 months into our relationship. Yeah. I was 7 months pregnant when we got married.
She arrived a couple months later.
Yeah. So that's how I know how many years we've been married. Yeah. How old is Olivia? We love having kids. We didn't really plan it out. No, it just happened. We had 1 planned child.
Out of 6, 1 was 100% on purpose.
Yeah, we had a miscarriage right before her and realized how much our heart really wanted her. And so I think that was why we said, let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God, the one thing we really sucked at was not getting pregnant. Honestly, and because it's such a struggle for people, I really don't take it for granted. I joke and I laugh, but like, yeah, we really just kind of got really, really lucky. I figured, okay, the only way we're gonna stop this train is to have some medical intervention. So I got the vasectomy. And I told the kids, I said, guys, Daddy had some surgery in his private parts, so just be really careful when you run up to me not to, bump into anything. And my youngest daughter looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Daddy, I hope your vagina feels better." I was like, "Is that a dig?" I feel like that's a dig.
No, it's a compliment.
I feel like she's taking a shot at me.
We've weathered a lot of storms together.
Yeah.
5 miscarriages. 2 of them late-term near-death experiences. I know, it was a lot.
Yeah.
This has been a really difficult year. And I would say that this year has had some serious bandwidth because there's been this underlying way that we savor life differently. And so it feels like I understand what real true presence is, what savoring life feels like, finding the beauty in all of it and like tasting emotion. I've watched him really birth himself into this new way of being. It's been really beautiful and a deep honor to witness that guy in this space. It's really been something to behold. I really feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world for a variety of reasons.
Same.